Hinojosa. I'm the director of the EOPS program here at San Bernardino College. And today we're doing our very first EOPS Welcome Back Picnic event, where we are welcoming back our students after having been, for the most part, studying at home because of the pandemic. Most, if not the majority of our students, will be taking in-person classes. So we wanted to create this opportunity for the students to come on campus and just start to get acclimated or reacclimated to being here, getting connected with other students. We're providing them with a backpack filled with school supplies to get them started. And then part of today's event is having Devon Truvel come out and speak to our students, and particularly about financial literacy. I actually had the honor of listening to Devon speak at an event here on campus a few months ago, and I was just so intrigued by him and the messaging, and including the game that he's created to really highlight what it means to be financially literate. And so I'm excited for him to be here with us today, and look forward to a successful event.
So in 2017, we came up with that idea. Appreciate you, Ken. Oh, with the water. Make some noise for Keenan one more time. Look, he came through with the water. He saw the sweat dripping. He was like, oh, let me help my man real quick. All right. So 2017, we converted the books, the documentaries into a fun family board game so people can not only learn about the history of Tulsa Black Wall Street, but also learn about the importance of ownership, entrepreneurship, and money management. A question that I love asking my scholars is, if you knew you could not fail, if there was zero chance possibility of failure, what business would you want to start? Okay, I see y'all looking. Some people look down because they didn't want to make eye contact because they know I'm going to call on you. I do have some prizes. I have 5 prizes for people who answer. I see you right there. Go ahead, say it loud and proud, please. A mobile what machine? Come on, make some noise real quick, please. Make some noise. Thank you for being brave and sharing your dream. At any time, you can come over to this table, pick yourself a prize. We have board games and we have books. If you don't want it for yourself, you can give it to a scholar. Let's get maybe one more person. If you knew you could not fail, can I come off this stage? Let me test something, Charisma. Let me see. Let's see if the mic, oh yeah, we're good. All right, let's try to get maybe one more person. If you knew you could not fail, what business would you want to start? Can you meet me halfway, please, young queen? Yes. Oh yeah, let's go. All right, loud and proud.
A trucking company.
Boom, make some noise for our future trucker right here. Yes, we need it. Logistics is a huge business. All right, maybe one more. And you can come to the table at any point. Give yourself a prize as well, my future trucker. Anyone else? Yes, we got one right here.
I'm working on a mobile art gallery, and like my daughter, she can teach. I go to the park and help little kids in the neighborhood learn how to draw.
Let's go. Give it up for a mobile art gallery. Make some noise. And pulling in the daughter. That's generational wealth right there. Get yourself a job already. I see you. All right. Anyone else before I get back on stage? They got a business. If you knew you could not fail, if there was zero chance that you would fail, what would you start? Yes, come meet me halfway, please. I see you. I'm coming to you. And at any point, mobile art gallery, feel free to go to the table. All right, this is a good one. I can feel it. I can feel it.
A coffee shop. Everybody loves coffee.
Everybody loves coffee. Make some noise. You like coffee. There we go. There we go. We got a coffee shop. Beautiful. So what I teach in the class is there are 7 very key and simple steps to start any business. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go over all 7 right now, but we'll go over the first 3 steps to launching your business. Step 1 is I want you to identify a problem. Okay, entrepreneurship at its core is problem solving. So whether it's people need their coffee in the morning to get their good fix, whether it's you want to increase the amount of people that know about art and create art, right, and express themselves through art, or you want to help get things through your trucking company. Either way, you are starting a business that is solving a problem. Step number 2 is I need you to figure out what is your unique value proposition or your unique skill, your unique talent, your unique perspective that you can give to your audience, right? So if you're creating art, your unique gift might be, I love moving around, I love kids. We're going to do a mobile art gallery specifically for kids. That's a unique niche and target audience. And then step number 3, you want to figure out who specifically is your target audience, right? If everybody's your customer, unfortunately, nobody's your customer, right? So you want to make sure you find your 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 dedicated customers, dedicated audience members that want your coffee, that want your book, that want your mobile art studio. All right, there's 4 other steps after that. We can talk about if you have questions after, but those are the first 3. Define what the problem is. Figure out what your unique value, your unique talent, your unique perspective is. Motivation, love it. What motivates you? Yes. And then step number 3, who is your target audience? Who specifically are you talking to? Who is your customer?
And no's are okay.
And no's are okay, huh?
Okay.
Did y'all hear that? Say it one more time, Queen.
No's are okay. They build you.
They build you.
When you climbing the ladder and you look down,
Uh-huh.
don't look down and keep climbing. You look down and pull the other ones on up with you.
Reach back and keep on climbing. Make some noise. Make some noise. Reach back and keep on climbing. All right? Speaking of reaching back and keep on climbing, I want to welcome up a special guest for y'all. All right? Because I know sometimes when we talk about wealth, when we talk about entrepreneurship, it can seem far-fetched. It can seem like, oh, I'll do that later. I'll do that when I'm older. But there's folks that are out there. There's some of our scholars that are out there that have started already building their businesses. All right, so I'm gonna let her tell her story when she gets up here. But Miss Lauch, if you can make your way to the stage, I want y'all to give a very, very warm welcome to one of our scholars, Miss Charisma Lauch, coming to the stage, a future motivational speaker, an author, an amazing spirit. And she's going to tell you a little bit about how we were able to meet, where she's from, and some exciting things that she has coming up. One more time for Charisma.
My name is Charisma Lockhart. I am from Compton, California. Over the summer, I had the amazing opportunity of attending this camp called the Village Nation, where we were basically able to learn about African heritage and our roots. This opened up my eyes to realize that I was able to have a lot of opportunities within the world. I believe in setting an objective with no limitations. In other words, I believe in setting a goal until I achieve that goal and further on to that goal. So, a little bit about me. My main goal is to be a model, a business owner, and to be an author, along with creating generational wealth. The way that I was planning to achieve that was mainly investing my money within the stock market, real estate, and so on and so forth. While I was at the Village Nation, I was able to meet Truvel, able to break down what the stock market is, how to invest my money, and how to mainly just how to double up my money. And that was mainly my main goal, because my main goal is to, of course, achieve generational wealth. So my kids and my kids' kids could be okay in the future. One of the main things right now that I'm struggling with is mainly being consistent with my craft, because I am writing a book. As a young author, it's really hard because I know what I want to do, but it's hard just to stay on top of it majority of the time, because I have my own schedule and I get distracted very easily. But the way that I'm overcoming this is mainly just creating a better schedule and mainly just being more consistent with it and creating certain time frames so I can be able to achieve my goal.
What do you want people to get out of your book? After they read it, what do you want them to get from it?
My book will basically be on my perspective, my observations throughout life. Although I'm young, people tell me I have a very, very old soul. So I'm able to give very great advice. So my book will mainly be focusing on how to identify certain people, negative, positive, just overall people, because I feel like people has a lot of impact in our life, and I feel like you learn from each and every person that you come across. I don't believe that you meet anybody on accident. I believe that everybody that you come across in life is meant to be there, even if they had done you wrong, or even if they are just one of the most horrible people that you ever come across. I feel like throughout every person that you meet, you have to gain a lesson from them that keeps you moving forward. What I want you guys to get out of my book is just a growth and develop mindset, because I feel like as humans, we're supposed to evolve as people, and we're not really supposed to stay in the same place. I think if you just stay in the same mindset and you don't grow over time, you're really just going to be stuck as an individual. So that's mainly what I want people to get out of my book, is a growth of mindset and a developing mindset.
No, you did a great job. Stay right here for a second, Miss Chris. Don't run from the sun. Hold on. So, like Charisma said, we met at Village Nation Camp. And at that camp, we're talking to, maybe 50 other young folks. And from the beginning, as soon as they said, we're going to have Devon Truvel do a Play Black Wall Street workshop, she was already walking up, asking questions with her notepad, taking notes. I was like, oh, okay, we haven't started yet. The workshop's tomorrow. But I appreciate you. She was already asking questions, right? So then the next day, we started giving the workshop. She's sitting right there, right at the table, front row, taking notes, asking questions. But hold on. If I do 4 units, what's my rent? Okay. What's my down payment? Okay, that makes sense. And then do I sell the property afterwards? Or do I keep it? And I was like, you keep it. She's like, okay. So a lot of questions. She is truly a scholar. She is truly a person who wants to get after her dreams and build generational wealth. And I wanted to bring her here to really show you all, when you're at college, when you get to Valley, you can already start making steps towards building that generational wealth. You can already start making steps towards working that dream job that you always wanted to do. All right, there's tons of on-campus jobs for you. There's internships. There's free resources if you need the resources. So make sure when you get to college, when you get here, or when you continue at Valley, you tap in with some of your resources. If you work for Valley, go ahead and raise your hand. See those resources right there? They are here to support you. Yeah, we can clap it up for them. I see you. Yeah, let's clap it up for our Valley staff, right? Make sure you reach out to them. If you need jobs, maybe they can point you in the right direction. They can help you with your resume. If you have a career aspiration, let them know. Maybe they know internships that you all can get involved with. But don't wait to chase your dream. All right, start working small steps towards your dream, one step at a time. Now, I invited Charisma here. I didn't tell her this, but if I can, I would like to pay you for your services. You just gave a speech on our behalf, and I appreciate your talents, and I appreciate you for taking steps forward. So I'd like to pay you for your services. Go ahead and let folks know. If you feel comfortable, let them know how much you were just paid to speak for 3 minutes.
Y'all, this $100.
Come on. So I hope that you continue to chase your dreams, write that book, continue to speak. You got this. You got this, right? Let's go. Yes, give it up for Charisma. All right. So we've already covered two steps towards being first-generation millionaires. What was step number 1? What was the first pathway? Real estate. You got to buy a property, right? 3.5% down if you are going to live in that property. 3.5%. You can go on Zillow, you can go on Redfin, go on Google today, look for homes in the San Bernardino area or your dream city, find how much that home costs, take that price, $500,000, $400,000, and multiply it by 0.035, and that's how much cash you need down. Now, there's plenty of programs that do 0%, but I think it's safer to go ahead and save that 3.5 just in case, for whatever reason, you're not able to find a 0% down program. All right, so step number 1 or pathway number 1 is save, and purchase your first property. Kind of the hardest one, but I have faith in y'all. Y'all are Valley students. Y'all got this, right? Ooh, y'all got this, right? There we go. She got it. All right, so the next one is called intellectual property. So when I was growing up, again, back at my grandma's office, everywhere I went, I saw the same logo, right? Because it was her logo, Great Circle Realty. She had shirts with the logo on her office. It was on the door. She had business cards with the logo. She had flags on the logo. I'm pretty sure she had plates and forks with this logo on it. Everywhere I saw it, Great Circle Realty, right? That was her brand. That was her logo. That's an example of a trademark. All right, when you see Nike, Air Jordan, Netflix, that's an example of a trademark. Everybody here who wants to own their own business someday should also own the trademark to their business so that people know it comes from you. We own the Black Wall Street trademark for board games so people know the game comes from us. All right, does that make sense? Nike, trademark, Apple, trademark. So you know when you see that logo, it comes from a particular company. Step number 2 for intellectual property is called a copyright. When Charisma writes her book, she's going to own the copyright to that book. If anybody wants to sell or copy Charisma's book, they need to pay her cash money in order to do it because she owns the copyright. The last one of intellectual property is called a patent. Anybody know what a patent is? We got one person, 2 people. Don't worry, that's why I'm here. All right. So a patent, if you look at your phone, it's made a certain way. It has a certain camera on it. It uses certain components, and it's put together in a very unique way. That's a patent. Your grandma, your abuelita, she may make gumbo. She may make some food, and she has a special recipe that no one else can do because grandmas don't write down recipes. Right? Anyone else grandma cooking here? No, nobody? My grandma throws down. She does not write down. Oh, a few people. I see y'all. Thank you. Your grandma will be proud. So the recipe that your grandma writes down is a specific way to make that gumbo, to make that chicken, to make those food items. That is like a patent. She can sell that recipe to Pillsbury. She can sell that recipe to Betty Crocker for money, and now they have to pay her every time they sell a box of cake with her recipe. That's a patent. All right? In 2012, there was 112.3 billion. $112.3 billion made from just intellectual property. There's a few different things you can do. You can buy individual stocks, and I encourage you, if you have some extra funds, to invest in the companies that you purchase. Look at your fashion. Look at your clothes. If you're wearing Nikes, you should be investing in Nike stock. Look at your phone. If you got an Apple phone, you should have some Apple stock. If whatever hair products you're using, the food that you're eating, the car that you're driving, that means that you're supporting those businesses. So if those businesses do good, you also want to do good. If those businesses make money, you also want to make money. And every time you buy your iPhone, every time you drive that Cadillac, every time you drive that Toyota Prius, that company is making money. So you want to make sure you're investing inside that stock. If you want to invest in more stocks at once, there's something called index funds. All right, so this is where, let's say there's the 500 top companies in the world. We got Apple, we got Google, we got Nike, and the list goes on, 500 of them. You can buy all 500 of those stocks by investing in one index stock called the S&P 500. You buy one index, and now you're investing in the 500 biggest companies in America. So every time America's making money, every time those stocks are going up, you're also making money. Over time, you get something called compound interest. All right? You get something called compound interest where your money starts to make you money. So if you have a calculator, go ahead and take out your calculator. We'll do a little bit of an experiment. I like math and I like money, so I do a lot of math and money calculations, right? So if you invested $300 a month, let's say for 12 years, how much money would you have in your stock market portfolio? You invested $300 a month for 10 years. So that's $300 a month So that's times 12. There's 12 months in a year. Times 10 for 10 years. 300 times 12 gives you 3,600. Times 10, I believe, gives you 36,000. Somebody check my math, though. 36,000 is correct? Y'all got that? Okay. So that means after 10 years in the stock market, you would have put in $36,000 of your own cash money. But remember the beauty, the love of compound interest. So after those 10 years, let's wait for this motorcycle to stop motorcycling. There we go. After those 10 years in your account, let's assume you got an 8% return every single year. You would have $150,000. So I want you to see the power of the stock market. You put in $36,000 of your own hard-earned money. And after 10 years, the stock market gave you $120,000 in return. So what I want y'all to do, as I'm closing, I'll pass it off, is make sure when you get to Valley, you start saving your funds. 20 to 30% of your paycheck every single month, and either save that for investment in the stock market, save that to start your own business and solve problems when you graduate or during college, or save it and buy yourself a home. Because anywhere you go, you're going to have to pay rent anyway, so you might as well own the building, pay yourself, and hopefully get other people in the building too to pay you rent and help pay your mortgage. All right? Before I get out of here, I'm going to see if there's any questions on those 4 pathways. We talked about real estate. We talked about entrepreneurship. We talked about intellectual property. And we talk about the stock market. Right now, we're hoping to just plant those seeds so that y'all can become those first-generation millionaires. All right? Any questions on those first 4 pathways? I'm scanning. This section's good. They're ready for the money. This is not for everybody, but who's heard of cryptocurrency? Y'all have heard of it, right? So in about 2013, 2012, cryptocurrency was like $15,000. Bitcoin specifically was about $15,000 per coin. When the pandemic hit, for whatever reason, Bitcoin went way up. And in 2021, it was worth $65,000 for one coin. If you look at Bitcoin today, it's now back down to 23,000, right? Stocks do the same thing. Apple might be at 500 one day. And then because of the market, it'll go up. Or Tesla skyrocketed up during the pandemic to 1,200. And then it may come back down because of the market. But what you're going to do is you're going to invest for the long term. When you invest for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you're able to do all the ups and downs, by the time that you finally cash out of your portfolio, the market would have been up from that 10 years prior when you invested. All right? So it's not about trying to get in quick, make some money, and then sell right away. It's about consistently investing in the stock market, consistently buying real estate, consistently investing in yourself so that over the 10, 20, 30 years, you get the compound interest. All right? Great question. Other questions on this side, my shady side, my cool side. All right, so we're talking about trademarks. Say it one more time loud for me.
So I did a trademark, and yesterday I got my 8-digit serial number.
Let's go. Y'all hear that? So she submitted her trademark to the United States Patent and Trademark Office, and then yesterday it finally got approved, and she got her 8-digit serial number. So now when people use that trademark, and what's it called? Do you remember the wording?
Yeah, I'm writing a book.
Okay. What's it called?
The book is called Penny Holes. So I
you trademark penny
holes. So I'm going to put it on the shirt. I'm going to have my book, and if you use it, you're going to owe me money.
There it is. If you use it, you're going to owe her money. That's called trademark infringement. And she'll send you a cease and desist letter, and if you keep on using it, you're going to have to pay her, right? Beautiful. All right, while I'm down here, any other questions while I'm down here in the shade, feeling good? Come on, she said she's currently in escrow for 2 houses. Let's go. Make some noise. 26, all right. I look forward to the open house party. Love it. So as I'm leaving, what I want y'all to see is look at who's in the crowd and who you're exposed to. You got someone closing on escrow. You got people getting their trademark. You got public speakers and authors. So as you're getting into your first year, your second year of Valley, I want you to make sure you're surrounding yourself with positive folks. Folks that are studying, folks that want to start their business, folks that are doing their internships, folks that are in the EOPS office, and make sure that you are building your village up to be successful, all right? Welcome back to the stage, King Keenan, to kick us off for the rest of the event. If you're interested in learning more or you have questions, we will be over here underneath this beautiful shady tent. Thank y'all. Just did the welcome back speech for the EOPS community here at San Bernardino Valley College. We had some first year students, some second year students, and amazing folks in the crowd. We had a lady who just closed on escrow on 2 properties, someone who trademarked their logo just a few weeks ago, and of course we had Charisma out here, the motivational speaker in the making. Charisma, come on over here. The motivational speaker in the making, author in the making, did her speech. Felt good?
Felt great.
Felt great. Love it. Eye out for her. She's coming soon. Watch out for it. Book on the way.
On the way. 2023.